Well, what I learned in sociology, I'm going to start with day one. I learned something new. The first day I learned how to define social problems. It's not a personal troubles, but a personal problem. It's often played out in personal troubles like trash on the road, homelessness. Now, I learned how to define them. We do. We require institutional level solutions to responses, and we result in a counter response. I was confused on day one, but I learned a little longer as we got further into the test or further into the class. Day two, I learned about mysticism, which is consensus of what everyone believes, such as like the calendar. We have mysticisms on religion and ghosts and many other things like that. We learned about rationality, which is consistence of coherence. It's a rationally to think that this is, or something to that effect. And then imperialism. It's the correspondence of conformity. Imperialism means that has undying or smart words that actually become true. So, such as you have imperial facts that the moon orbits the earth and the earth orbits the sun. There are imperial facts such as, who lived and who died. We learned about social problems and how to transcend individual troubles, such as a bibliography can coincide with history, which means a lot. Basically, what happens in history repeats itself, and if it doesn't repeat itself, it will repeat itself. Now, on day 3 or 4, we started learning about the social problems, social thought, social research, and I wrote my notes, and I wasn't so sure on how. Those days after, I learned more about them once we got to the drugs and the fake science and fake news on how those all worked. I was really kind of confused at first, but then I was getting it. And it seems that it's apparent that tobacco is the biggest problem that we have, that not much help from Congress because they got their pockets loaded by the big guys. And we learned that. It's really kind of odd, but it's just what it is. I like the subject on fake news and fake science. I like the fact is somebody that was actually just reading it for and making sure that the clerical errors were correct got tagged as in the person who invented it. Wow, how that possibly happens. Maybe I should get that job. We learn not to believe in what is real on the web. That is supposedly of the fake news. Because, I have that 8-second filter. So, we have to use my imperial skills on how to figure out what is true and what isn't. We did learn about power and the way that what you get and what you want to use it for if you write it the right way. Now, if you have a scholar that writes well and you have a person that sits in and it's a good cause, you can do it the right way. I learned so much that I think I need to go over it again, such as, I really did enjoy the racism part where it's only been around for about, a couple hundred years. We really shouldn't be racist. We should actually love everything, especially in America since we happen to be the melting pot. But obviously in this melting pot, there's surely a lot of racism. There's racism against the skin color, your eye color, your hair color, how you talk, no teeth, with teeth, what color of fingernail polish you decide to use, or what your brain is working for. There's always those kind of racisms. I really wish that, in my life that I figure out how not to be so racist. But, it's a learning curve. I did really enjoy our class, and I would hope that I get to learn more. Thank you very much, and have a wonderful night.